The recording begins with a breath, a thin rush like a draft under a door. A voice, frayed and desperate, cuts through the silence. 911, what is your emergency? There's a woman in my house, Ethan says. His voice is frayed, like a rope over a well. Each word hangs heavy in the air, thick with dread. Can you describe what she looks like? The dispatcher asks, her voice a calm counterpoint to his rising panic. She's been trying to murder me ever since I did the same thing to her. His words are a chilling admission, a glimpse into a nightmare he can't escape. Paper rustles. Fluorescent lights hum somewhere far from him, in a room with maps and codes and coffee gone cold. Somewhere else, rain needles. A bungalow at 136 Benjamin Road, making the gutters choke and the jasmine on the porch smell sour sweet. Are you sure you're not on any drugs, sir? The dispatcher's question hangs in the air, laced with skepticism. Let me explain. Ethan's voice cracks with desperation, as if pleading for understanding. Okay. The dispatcher agrees, her tone measured and cautious. He explains the way people do when the thing already happened, and explanation is all that is left. A few months ago, a phone left face down, a message that turned everything he thought was true into something with edges. His wife's laugh on another line. Someone else's shadow in their bed. He says he was so heartbroken he couldn't feel anything. He says he killed her. Rage did it, and then grief. And after, the kind of quiet that makes the world ring like a struck glass. He buried her at night and looked down at the raw earth and cried until he saw his breath turn to fog and his hands seemed to fill with blood. When he blinked, they were just hands. Okay, sir, take a deep breath. The dispatcher's voice is a lifeline in the darkness. He tries. The house breathes with him, old wood expanding, contracting. On the hallway wall, their wedding photo tilts a little more each day, the glass catching lightning like a slow, reluctant flash. He tells the dispatcher the first time she came back was a week after the ground settled, rain again, 3 in the morning. A noise across the hall. He got up, and there she was, knife in hand, every ounce of her pain thrown into the shape of a sound that split the air. She ran at him. He felt the weight, the knife. He woke on the floor alone, the hall empty, the carpet only showing the flattened shape of his body. Where is your address? The dispatcher's voice cuts through his memories, bringing him back to the present. He doesn't hear the question. Guilt has a voice of its own, and it is loud in rooms you shared. He says she's trying again. He says she found him at dinner, sitting across from him, as if the chair had always been hers. The lasagna on his plate had cooled while he blinked at the impossible. She moved first. He says he managed to get away, that he's in the bedroom closet now. He whispers that her footsteps sound wrong, like someone walking on wet leaves. "Where is your address?" The dispatcher's voice is insistent, but Ethan is lost in his own nightmare. 136 Benjamin Road, Oakland. His breath breaks. She's walking around the house. "Stay quiet," the dispatcher says. She writes the address. She flags it. She hears, over the line, the house, the furnace clicking, rain ticking against glass, the closet's little echoes swallowing the man's words. "She's locked my door." Ethan's voice is barely a whisper, his hope fading with each passing moment. "Stay quiet," the dispatcher repeats, but the line is growing static, the connection fraying. It's too late. She knows. There is the tinny scrape of metal, a small sound like a key finding its throat, a gun racking. The dispatcher says, "Sir," and then a single flat pop, so close it feels like the line flinches. Silence takes up space. The coroner calls it suicide. It makes sense on paper. The dispatcher listens to the recording twice before going home. On the second listen, just before the gunshot, she hears something she missed. 2 breaths, his ragged, and a second slower, steady, like someone standing very close, waiting for him to finish.